What's going on, YouTube? Smaller here, and I wanted to make a video that kind of involves pretty much what you're supposed to do when you end up in the mines here. It is main story here in Of Ash and Steel, and it can be very confusing, very buggy as well. Trust me, I was scouring Steam discussions, I was Googling everything, and it took me, like I said, a combination of it being very confusing and also buggy. At this point where I'm at, I've already progressed a pretty good chunk of it, so I can only, like, just tell you what to do. But the parts that I think that might be the hardest, I can show you more or less. So starting off, basically when you're here in the mines, you get locked in here because, spoiler alert, there's like a plague. They're under quarantine, and the guards and everybody, these guys are running this place like tyrants and everything, and the miners, you know, or whatever. So to progress, you have to talk to all the miners, okay? I'm trying to think how many miners there are. And when I'm talking miners, I'm talking the ones with names. There's a guy named Angheel. He is like the leader of the miners. This place also gets kind of confusing if you're running around everywhere. He's like up there. You're gonna wrap around here past the guy who sells or who makes the food, past the blacksmith, and then loop back around. Actually, I think he's like up there. There's a name guy right here. There's a name guy right there. And that's Blad. He's an asshole. There's an order knight. There's a guy in here. He won't be dead in the beginning. There's a guy there. And you go down here when you're at the very bottom. There's guys in here. There should be 4 guys in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these guys are all named. You need to speak to every single one of these guys and exhaust all of their dialogue, no matter how dumb it may be. Just exhaust all their dialogues until the only thing they say is, I have to get going. Like that. Okay? When you do all that, eventually, talking to dudes, you're gonna get this guy, Chugun, from Majar's group. He's gonna be like the new guy that comes. Also, you're gonna be told by the guards that you have to collect the debt or their bounty for the day or whatever. Their quota, that's what it is, the quota. And it's to get 100 ore. And it's iron ore, and it does not work by you giving 100 ore that you mine yourself. You have to do it in the order of one of one of the miners. He's like a really, really good miner. It's this guy right here. His name is Thorst.
And his sticky fingers.
If he has a good pickaxe, he'll meet the quota for everyone, essentially. And I'm saying this is how it worked for me. I had way more than enough for the quota. The quota is 100. And I could not progress the quest. I had to get this guy a better pickaxe. How do you get him a better pickaxe? So there is a particular guard. It's Hogan. There's a guard named Hogan. He's over this way. He's the one that's up here. He sells items that he trades for ore. So he has show me your wares, show me your special wares.
What makes just curious? Well,
You can get basalt bars. With basalt bar, you can take that
I'll come
stuff
back later.
and go to the blacksmith. And once Thorst has told you if he had a better pickaxe, the blacksmith will be able to make you a good pickaxe, but you have to wait time. And here's where it sucks, guys. There is no way to pass the time down here unless I'm blind. If there is a way, please let me know down in the comments below. But I could not find a way to pass the time, and this area took me forever because I couldn't pass the time. Because certain things require it to be day, certain things require it to be night. Time has to pass. Yeah. So the guy needs time to make the pickaxe. I don't know if it takes a whole day or not, but it definitely took a while. Once he gets the pickaxe, you give it to Thorst. Thorst will then give you like, he gave me like 70 or 75 ore. Then I was able to progress that part. Once all of the miners will also then give you like pseudo quests, not really like quests or anything. Like one of the guys, he's gonna be the old guy, the guy that you saw that I had, he was dead here in my game. He wants a special miner's drink. How do you get that drink? Trade some more with the guy that I just showed you, Hogan. Give him some ore. For the drinks, I think he's gonna need a few of those. You're also going to want to buy the water from him and everything. So you definitely want to mine some ore, obviously on your own as well, if you don't have already a lot. But the nodes, like, respawn, so you're totally fine. You'll always have enough ore. And again, make sure everybody with a name, you have progressed all their dialogue. At some point doing this, when you've eventually like made nice with all of the miners, there's this guy, he wants the drinks. This guy right here, Marvin, he wants smokes. One of the guys in here wants charcoal to write a letter to his wife or whatever, and you get that from Thorst to give to him. The guy that's up here, his name is like Grago. He's like a scholar. So he wants some like books that you can find throughout in the area. So make sure you're exploring for these things. Do all that. Anghil, the like the miner leader guy, he will then tell you there's a rat. There's a traitor amongst us. Need to figure out who it is. So you have to deduce who the traitor is. Once you have deduced who the traitor is, and again, you have to have triggered enough of the instances in the game. Even if you already figured it out, you can't progress it until you've done all the triggers. Basically just talk to everyone. Again, just exhaust dialogues with everybody. You'll figure it out. That part wasn't really that difficult, so because I actually don't really remember it. You just talk to everybody. You'll go back to Anghil. You'll tell him one of your options is to tell him who the rat is. The rat, spoiler, is Lynn. Then you have to find a way to eliminate him. This is pretty much where I'm at right now in this video, is you have to find a way to eliminate him. How do you eliminate him? One of the first things is actually, so you're going to find a physician in this area. Let me see, I can show you where he's at. You'll have already found him, or you should have. Oops, not here. Through doing some of the other stuff. He's in like a secret room. And get him the things he wants.
Some nice armor.
Get him the things he wants. Oh god, that guy won't shut up. And he will give you a lethargy potion. And so you give him the lethargy potion in the guise of it being like an alcoholic drink. But you find out he actually gave it to the old man, and that's what killed the old man. Instead, because he knew you were actually trying to kill him. Yeah. So the physician's over here. Once you'll see, if you explore, you'll see that there's this lever. It will not be activatable until you need it to be activatable. Then you just go in here. There's a guy in here. NPC guy. So, you have to find another way to eliminate the guy. That Shogun guy. The new arrival. That's where I'm at. He owes you from doing the quests at Majar's place. So, Shogun says, yeah, I'll do it. I'll take care of him. Get him a weapon. And how do you get do that? This is an older save of mine. That's why I already know. You talk to a Hogan.
Do you want me?
Special wares. You buy the fine knife. Also, and it's 80 ore. The fine knife will not show up. It will not show up in his inventory unless you have enough ore. And that goes for all of his inventory, which is kind of weird. So that if you don't have enough ore on you, the items don't even appear in his wares for sale. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to go hand this off to Chugun. So this did not... okay.
Just like you.
Turn that in. Okay, and
Now
so now,
that's a
how does
nice
this progress?
armor. I had a set just like it in my youth.
The only way this progressed for me is I then had to clear out the lower levels. The lower levels... Okay, I can open this.
Open up. Go up. Nah.
So there's a couple ways you can do this, I believe. The way that I did it is... Once you already know you need to go down to the lower levels, the physician will give you some other quests to go down there to like try to find the cure for the disease that's going on, or the plague, whatever. Talk to the leader of the guards, not the miner, like the dude who's here. He calls himself, he's a self-proclaimed baron. He's in here in this building. This guy, Zarif. If you have, I believe it is a 22 insight check. He will then he'll be like, I'll tell that guy to let you go down. Clear out the lower level of the mines. There's a bunch of tunneler dudes or whatever. Clear it out. Get everything that you need down there. Small tip too, make sure you grab the bundle of weapons that's in there. Once I came back, once I finished, clearing that out and came back, what's going to happen is... Marvin, this guy's Marvin, will switch with Lynn, and Lynn will be right here.
So that's a good thing.
Basically, you'll find out is the Chugun guy will have failed, and he will have died trying to kill Lynn, and Lynn killed him. Now you have to find another way to kill Lynn. I know this video is long. I'm sorry, guys. If you stuck with me, thank you. If I'm not being clear or you have any questions, please... comments down below and I'll just reply to you guys. Okay. So they'll switch. Lynn will be where Marvin is, and Marvin will then be where Lynn is with the other guys. So there's going to be the 4 guys that's in that area down there. Talk to Marvin. He will tell you and give you a hint of like, yeah, at least, you know, this area's better, you know. Now I don't have to worry about this boulder that might fall on my head. So what he wants you to do is to come up all the way up here. You have to wrap around this.
Now that's some nice armor.
This spot right here, where these 2 prong things are right here. This will become an interactable object. And when it only is when Lynn is mining, then you can activate it. Basically, you'll push this off and you kill Lynn. When you do that, then you go talk to Anghil. You'll let him know that you've taken care of the rat, the informant, whatever. Then everything's gonna snowball at this point. He wants... you need the cure that's ready. And at this point, you should have had the quest from the physician as well. When you go to the lower mines, you're gonna have multiple quests at the same time. To get like cave mushrooms, you need 8. That's why I said when you go to the lower levels, clear everything down there. Do literally everything you can do down there. You should have 8 cave mushrooms. Turn them into the physician. He also needs water. You get that water from the from Hogan that you, I don't know, it's like a couple ore or whatever. Give him that. Be like, all right, just give me some time and I'll make the thing. Angheel wants you to give him 3 bundles of weapons. One of them is in the lower mines, and the other 2 is up in the rafter area. Trying to figure out how to get there from here. I always forget. Nope, it's not here. It's kind of near the same area as to where
Now that's some nice armor.
Angheel is.
Just like it.
Just fully explore the zone. It's up there. Go this whole route here. You're gonna go up here.
I've heard of him and his sticky fingers.
It's this path. Just follow that path down that way, and you should see, you know, the items with the glowy stuff. And you'll pretty much at that point be ready to start the riot and then fight everybody, and you'll get your way out of here. The other thing too that I should let you know, this is kind of going backwards a little bit. You're gonna need to create a key. Vincent's key to get something. I don't remember exactly what it was, because this is an early thing you do when you're here. You're going to find the dead body of Vincent, get both of his key parts. They just go to the blacksmith, which is this guy right up here. Anyways, guys, if you stuck through this really long video, I heavily appreciate it. Thank you very much. And again, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to, like, I can't show you everything. I don't do video edits or really anything like that. Yeah, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to explain. Because the hardest part that I had here was the, how to kill Lynn. How to kill him. And again, a lot of this stuff might bug, and if things start bugging, just reload. I kid you not. That sometimes just fixes it. Like when I needed to go to the lower levels, that guard, when Zarif tells you, yeah, the guard, just talk to the guard, he'll let you through. He wasn't letting me through. I reloaded like 3 or 4 times. Eventually, boom, it worked. And he had the dialogue options. I'm like, what? So, keep that in mind. I know it can be frustrating, but hopefully I helped you guys. Again, any comments down below, and I'll try, if you have any more specific stuff, and I'll try to help you out. All right. Like, subscribe, all of that helps. All right. Thanks for watching.